What's up guys, Sam Legend here, back again with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and in today's video we're going to be doing another installment of the OPTC Roulette Challenge. This is going to be the continuation of the last video I made regarding my last spin, being named The Challenge, where I take on different pieces of content but using free-to-play teams, and this time around we're doing free-to-play arenas. So I already did 3 of them in the last video, so we're going to continue on doing the next 3, being the Arena Kawamatsu, Bonkichi, and San Juan. So these are actually pretty difficult to come up with teams for, surprisingly, for free-to-play characters and everything. So we're going to see how I did and what units I've used to take on these set of arenas. I know it's been a while since I've actually uploaded it regarding stuff like this, but I'm trying to get back to the flow of things now. We're kind of like dying down in the hectic part of my first part of the second semester here. So without any further ado, let's get started. So looking at the first arena, going to be Bonkichi. So with this team here, we have the 6+ Uta as our captain, along with the login bonus Wano Luffy. So the way this team works is on stage 3, we're just going to activate Uta special to get around having the attack and or boost for each stage afterwards. And on stage 4, we actually start dealing with gimmicks and everything. One of them being paralysis, but we don't have to worry about that because Uta is going to be able to remove that for us. We also have attack down and blindness inflicted to us too, along with unfavorable slots. So the way we're going to get around this is we're going to be using the Kazuna Clash Chopper unit right here. He is able to remove the attack down and also give us a color affinity boost. Now, I'm pretty sure it also gives rid of paralysis too, so if you don't have a 6+ Uta at all, you can also just use him to get rid of the paralysis too. It's really whatever. So we also have the Shanks. Now, the Shanks is really good here because he's a treasure mount Shanks, and he's able to remove the unfavorable slots for us by changing all of our slots randomly, and then we can, if we have to, we can use double special to give us more matching slots, because not only does he change our slots, he does boost the chance of landing on type slots or our own type slots and everything. So we can hopefully get a full board of matching slots when we activate the special another time. If you get matching slots the first time around though, it doesn't really matter too much. You don't have to change it again. But it does kind of help if you don't have like a way to get matching slots at all. Now, on stage 5, we have to deal with Bonkichi, who has a bunch of defensive effects. He has all of Mastery, all the major ones, the defense up, damage threshold, and damage reduction. So the way we're going to get around this is by using the Luffy. Now, Luffy is really good here because he's actually able to get rid of all turns of the damage reduction and the threshold. And he's also able to give us matching slots to block orbs with his super type ability or super class ability. And then we have the Uta, who is going to have double special activation. And what she does is that she's able to reduce the enemy's defense to 0. And what happens is when you kill Brook, he does revive. And since we aren't actually getting rid of the defense up, we can use her special again to reduce his defense down to 0 once more and actually kill him on the revived stage. Now we have the Toki here. Now Toki is mainly here because she has the Liberate ability of having Hunger. And Hunger actually does happen when you kill Brook. He revives and then he'll inflict 2 hits of Hunger for you. And so it was really difficult getting around this because I didn't realize that's what he did, or at least I forgot that's what he did. And so I just brought Toki along to remove the Hunger for us, so that we're actually able to kill Bonkichi on the revive. So for this next team, we have Sugar. We have 6+ Sugar as our captain for the Arena Kawamatsu. And like I said, these are units that are considered free to play because you are able to obtain them for free, which is why I'm able to use them. Now we have, like I said, Sugar, and we also have the Final Tap Luffy here. Now, if you don't know already, he has a 6+ out now. We have to wait for all the skulls to be released, or if you pulled up on the Sugar Fist, which I hope you actually didn't pull on that Sugar Fist. I mean, if you did, then good for you. Either way, this is how the breakdown for this team is going to go. So we do have to deal with, well, not really too much for this arena because this arena is actually pretty easy, if you ask me. Not a lot of gimmicks we have to deal with. For one, stage 3 is literally just Okiku with a barrier. But as you can see, we do have 2 units on here which do have barrier penetration, which includes the Kuja Pirates and this Odyssey, this One Piece Odyssey character unit. I forget his name, but he does have barrier penetration because they're both shooters. So it actually gets to use their normal attacks to bypass the barriers and be able to deal Okiku. We have to deal with Okiku. Now on stage 4 is when we actually start getting into the gimmicks. So on stage 4 we have to deal with bind and damage reduction, but the same 2 units actually deal with both of those effects. Kuja Pirates getting rid of the damage reduction by 5 turns and also giving us a conditional attack boost, I think it is. And the Odyssey unit also gets rid of the bind for us. That happens to our right column, so we have on the left side to get rid of the bind. And also gives us a chain boost too. And we can use, both of their boosts to actually deal with that stage. So we really don't need too many boosts here. The only thing we probably have to have RNG in is like matching slots. But if you don't know already, the Luffy, I'm pretty sure he makes recovery beneficial, and the Sugar makes quick and beneficial. So you have at least 3 matching slots there, so the other 3 kind of like whatever. I can't remember if any of these sailor abilities actually make any of the other slots beneficial, but we do have matching slots to deal with that stage. On stage 5, we have to deal with Kawamatsu, giving us attack down, despair, special reverse, and block orbs. We have to deal with this right here. We have the ability of the Final Tap Luffy, the Super Tap ability, to remove to get our specials back, and then we can use his special to get the attack boost and the base attack boost for himself. We also have the ability of the Onami and Shinobi unit, which is actually a pretty weird, really weird to put on here because it's the only non-quick unit, but they're actually able to give us a color for units, which is really good. And they can give us some matching slots to block orbs. And then we can use the Uta special to remove the attack down and the despair, along with the Onami and Shinobu. And then on top of that, we have Sugar special, which does give us a full board of matching slots and gives us the trigger mechanic, letting us, hit for more chain boosting abilities and everything. And we're actually able to deal with the Kawamatsu stage. And now for the last team, looking at Arena San Juan. So now this arena is pretty intimidating just because of the fact that the boss does have 120 million HP. But the reason for that being is that this arena was made for the dual unit Blackbeard and the Moria legends. And they will be able to output that much damage. But other teams, I mean, they don't really struggle with it, but you also have to deal with the other effects that happen in earlier stages too. So you're gonna have to have enough damage output to inflict that much damage to the enemy here. On top of that, San Juan does heal himself every turn, so you have to be able to kill him in one turn basically. So with this team over here, we have the Treasure Map Big Mom as our captain, with the new versus Kaido as our friend captain, which is really good because he's able to, provide the best boosts a special can give, the attack and orb boost that he passively buffs himself, and the wand slots and Matt Tannen slots and everything. Really good attack multipliers with his captain ability. Just all around a really good unit. And the other units here are basically to support him. So we have the Trademark Big Mom here, who's actually really good, giving us chain lock with her captain's driven a powerhouse. And also she does remove damage reduction, which does happen on the final stage. We have the new 5+ Kazuna Dofi, which is able to remove the bind and attack down on stage 3 if our captain's driven, which Big Mom is. He also does give a base attack boost for cost of the character's cost of 40 or less, or something like that. But like that doesn't really matter too much. On stage 4, we have to deal with Special Bind, Despair, and Damage Threshold, and unfavorable slots. But if you have the Vasco Shot unit, who was actually made for this arena, you're actually able to do really well and get rid of all the effects here. If you don't, obviously you got to find replacements for that unit. We also have the Trenching Out Shiryu unit here, and that is because the Shiryu has a singular ability of making side slots count as matching. So we're actually able to just, tank having the unfavorable slots because he does count them as matching and everything. And we can actually get to that stage pretty well. Now the killer here is able to give us a color affinity boost. He's sort of needed, but not really. You can probably get some other color affinity booster if you wanted to. But I mean, he's whatever. He's just there for extra damage basically. And then we have, like I said, we have the Kaido. He gives the attack or boost, and we're actually able to deal. Like I think we deal enough damage before we even hit with Kaido. So this is a pretty powerful team. But that really wraps up the teams for this part of the challenge video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And I will see you guys in the next video.